So I want to make a video while this is fresh in my mind. I don't know how well this is gonna go. I'm not really in a private place, so I don't know how focused I can get. But I guess I wanted to talk about psilocybin mushrooms and the effects that they have on social anxiety. Like, they have been the single most just the best thing for social anxiety, for depression, for literally like everything, motivation and just feeling good about life and whatever. But what I notice is that there's this like yearning, I think, within all of us to open ourselves up, to be free with each other, to be honest, to be ourselves with each other. And so I took some psilocybin mushrooms a few days ago, and since then it's allowed me to really be more open and expressive with people, and to not fear it. And I actually think that a lot of the probably like, you know, mental health issues or whatever that people have, I actually think that the solution to it is actually to connect more with other people. I think the reason why we have a lot of mental health issues in society and whatever is because we're so isolated in our own little world, and we're all like, you know, I gotta make my own thing happen. And it's like very significant and very important. You know, I've talked about this so much already before in my videos, but there's this fear of people, you know. Everybody is like fearing each other because we think that we're different from one another and we're separate from one another, but really it's all the same spontaneous being happening, you know. No one's really different. You see, everybody's you. Everybody's life. Everybody is, you know, quote unquote, reluctantly living out a human body life, you know. And you see what like psilocybin mushrooms do, or I suppose any psychedelic, I don't know, is they like dissolve the boundaries of the mind. It's like the mind, we're like been conditioned to like habitually draw boundaries where there are none, right? We're doing it with the mind. It's like I'm this separate entity, and then it's like, you know, we draw that boundary, like we like identify with this body and like this mind. It's like, this is me, and then it's like there's a boundary between that and then other people or the rest of the world. And when psychedelics lift up that boundary, take that away, then it's like you're all of it happening, or like again, like, is this, I don't know if I'm really getting the point across that I want to get, because it's like, you know, it's kind of hard to focus. But like, this is, I guess I just wanted to express, like, this is how everybody should be living. Like, to be open with themselves, to be expressive as themselves with anybody, you know, because it's you know, we like to project onto people like identities and roles and whatever else, but you know, on the surface it looks like people are different, it looks like people are whatever, but everybody is the same alive, spontaneous being. You see, everybody is the you that you know yourself to be, this I, this felt presence of I. Everybody has that felt presence of I, and that's reality. That's reality happening. That is everybody is that I. So whenever you're interacting with anybody, how you going? Whenever you're interacting with anybody, it's like, it's just you as reality interacting with yourself. And what I've noticed, like, even on psychedelics or whatever, there's still, like, because we've been conditioned so habitually to view ourselves like this separate entity and whatever else, there is still a lot of residual fear, and fear that is like in momentum, momentum, yes. And so there's still like fear in the body when it's like you're talking to someone and it's, you know, whatever, but it's so what? It's just a sensation, you know. It's just a conditioned sensation, and there's nothing wrong about it, nothing bad about it. There's nothing, you know. It's just seen for what it is. It's just a part of the conditionality of reality, you know. Another like boundary that like we kind of lack to assert onto reality is like this boundary of like familiar and unfamiliar, or like, you know, like home and like a strange place, like a foreign place or whatever, or, you know, like outside, I don't know, whatever, but it's like when that boundary dissolves, it's like everywhere is your home, you know what I mean? Like, you can't go anywhere, you can't leave reality, you know, reality is reality everywhere. And so, you know what I mean? So what else want to say? Like, yeah, just mushrooms are like insanely good, man. Like, I'm telling you, it's the fucking miracle cure. it really shows how simple and clear things are. Like, and there's this whole sense within our culture that it's like, you know, what am I going to do? What do I do with my life? And all that. And I think the reason why that's so prevalent, why we have that so much, is it's like, is first and foremost, we have this foundational assumption that we are this separate entity, and so we have to like do something in order to get other people's validation or shit, to get like the world to see us as worthy or whatever. But if you dissolve that boundary, it's like see, reality is so itself. What is there to actually do? What is there to actually get? Where is there to actually go? You can't be anything other than what you are. You can't become anything. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. You can't get anything, because everything is reality. So where are you going to go? It's like, I'm here, I'm in reality, I'm going to go over here. Well, where's that? It's just reality. You know, I've got this thing, I got a guitar. It's reality. What am I going to get? Get an amplifier? It's reality too. And it's like, so, it's like this insight, nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to get. It's not, I don't think it's genuine if that makes you lazy and complacent. Yeah, I think it actually should make you be doing more than ever before, going other places more than you've ever been, you know? That's the paradox of it. See, everybody is like, scared to open up and be. There's just a lot of fear within people. Fear to just express themselves the way that they want to be expressed. And you see, like, I think everybody wants, what everybody's actually looking for is to like open up and to be themselves. To like open up into this love. Like, everybody's looking for love, you know. Everybody's looking, and like the people are looking in other people for love, or in you know, attainments of whatever. But hello. So it's like, yeah, another thing I want to say is like, this, you see, what I've wanted for so long, like one of these desires, it's like, oh yeah, what I want, blah blah blah, is it's like I want to have like more social freedom. I want to be able to go up to people and just talk to them. I want to just be more confident and like just more just experimental, just like play around socially or whatever. And so it's such a big thing in my mind, like, oh, like how am I going to do it? Like, it's like, oh, I've got to like maybe write it down and have like a kind of, make this a kind of discipline in a sense. And it's like, okay, it's like I've got to go out and like talk to 3 people or whatever, but it's like when I take the mushrooms, it's like that's all just like bullshit. It's like, why am I like limiting myself to this like routine plan discipline thing? And so it's just, I don't know, I'm not really explaining it right, but it's like the paradox again. It's like it's like you want something so bad, but it's like you can have anything you want, but first you have to give up the desire for it, and then you get it. It's like you want something so bad, and that's what's stopping you from getting what you actually want. And so it's like when you actually get what you want, that the thing that you want that you no longer want anymore, it's just like, okay, whatever, it's like whatever. I mean, it makes a difference in your life for sure, but it's just like, okay, this is normal, And so, yeah, for like the last few days after the mushrooms, it's like I've felt so more comfortable with just talking to people, and it's coming out like spontaneously. And it's trusting that voice, that little quiet voice that says, yeah, do this, go talk to that person, just speak, or just say that thing, say that little compliment, or say that little thing that will brighten someone's day, or make a joke here or there. It's just like trusting that little voice that says it, because usually that little voice comes, right, that little quiet voice, and then all this other baggage shit comes, and it's like, oh no, but what about that and that and that and that and that. And the thing is, you have to be very quick. It's like that little quiet voice comes in, and then you go, okay, and then you act on it. If you don't act on it, then the mind ruminates, and then you've missed the opportunity, right? And then you keep thinking about it, and it's like, no, you missed the opportunity. Just wait for the next one, So again, I want to kind of come back to this thing of like, I think people are the salvation, right? Like, I always thought, it's like, okay, to be alone, to renounce the world and people and society, that's where salvation leads. And yeah, of course, like having time alone is very beneficial to contemplate and meditate. But like, the rubber hits the road. Where does the rubber hit the road? Like, the rubber hits the road where you can be fearless around people, And yeah, like we've been conditioned to kind of perceive the world as this like strange, harsh environment or whatever. It's like, oh, people are different and foreign, and they're, like whatever else. But when you start to see everybody as like so you know, then the world is no longer some foreign, harsh thing. And then this other perception of like, oh, I've got to do something, blah, 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 that fades away as well, because most of what it's like we got to do, or at least this notion like we got to do something, and it's like really significant, and it's like, you know, there's this struggle involved with it, this striving with what we got to do. So that kind of doing gets dissolved, you know. It's a kind of I've got to do this. It's kind of coming from, it's like rooted in like shame. It's like, I'm not good enough, I'm unworthy, I've got to do. And yeah, I mean, I've spoken about this shit all the time, but I mean, that's just how it is, you know. And again, when there's nothing to do, then you do shit out of love, and you do it out of presence, and it's like always now, you know. It's like you do shit, but every act, down to the minuscule level, is like an act of play. And there's no time involved. Whereas how usually most people operate is, it's like, this is what I want in life. Okay, this is my action plan. And we're so involved in time. We're so this sense of time is so drawn out and so prevalent. So, you know, solid. You know. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, I guess I'm really just trying to like integrate these insights that I had on this trip. It was like, because I noticed like the over the days, what is it? It's Friday today. I took it on Sunday. So, like over these past days, it's been a struggle. It has been a struggle to recall the insights, the way of operating, and to try and align myself with that, you know. But I feel like I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like, you know, it's like when you experience that, when you like experience it, you know what's possible. So when you know it's possible, when you've actually experienced social freedom or whatever you want to call it, it's like, there it is, man. It's like, you've done it. You can bring about that state again. Try and recall it, you know, try and embody it again. And it takes momentum. You have to like get the ball rolling, and then it just starts getting easy and easy and easier, you know. It's just practice, you know. It's like, you know, you wake up every morning and it's like you feel kind of groggy and shit. And then, you know, it's like, it's hard to talk to people or whatever. But then like the first conversation you have, it's like, oh, that was nice. And then it's like that feeling of like, oh, that was a good thing. Like it ripples out, it gets the ball rolling. That it's like a positive feedback loop, right? And that's what you really want to get going, is positive feedback loop. A lot of people, I think, have this negative feedback loop. It's like, oh, this shit thing happened to me. Fuck. And then you feel bad. Then you feel bad about that, you know. So it's really getting this positive feedback loop going. So it's just starting that one thing, get the ball rolling, the momentum going. And so it's just, you know, just starting small. You see, I think a lot of people, it's like, no, but I got to get this grand thing done. It's like, you know, for example, it's like working out. It's like, I've got to get jacked. It's like, well, you're not even working out to begin with. It's like, do fucking 2 push-ups. And then people say, it's like, do 2 push-ups. That's not going to do anything. It's like, no, it's a start. It gets the ball rolling, you know. It's like, you start very small, very, very small. And I mean, that's just how you progress in anything, you know. You start small. You do something that is just the tiniest bit over your comfort zone, the tiniest bit that's uncomfortable, and you go to that level each time. It's progressive overload, you know. It's really, you can apply progressive overload to anything in life. So anyway, I don't know, I probably have more to say on this, but yeah, so I did film my mushroom trip. So if you want to check that out, I'll probably be uploading it I don't know, tomorrow or the next day or something like that. Check it out on my main channel, Jasper Kennedy. And I think that's all I want to say. I don't know. So, thanks for watching. Have a good one.